Hi! Welcome back. Can't see it, can you? Wait. Yes. There's an engine. Since nobody wanted it, I'm going to put it back together.
We're putting the band back together.
I've got engine, mostly. I've got lots of parts. I can start a motor. I've got an alternator, non-aircon. I've got a exhaust manifold. I've found a clutch master cylinder. I've got some poly bushes, don't know what they're for yet. I've got an inlet manifold, I've got injectors, and I've got a fuel rail somewhere. There's a fuel rail. I've got a flywheel, it's a bit rusty, and I've even found the bolts for it as well. I've got tons of random pipe work. I've got a boost solenoid, which is looking a bit ropey, but anyway. They've got another boost solenoid, which some kind of solenoid, which may or may not be for this at all. I've got a lambda sensor. I've got a box of stuff. I've got one of them for the underneath. More boost pipes and stuff and brackets and things. On the engine itself, I've got this non-aircon bracket, which I'm struggling to find bolts for because the bolts are really long. I'm also missing a power steering belt tensioner, but I'm sure it'll turn up. So, this engine originally came out of that car there, and it's high mileage. It's done a lot of miles, 185,000 miles it's done. As you can see, it's a bit oily, but it's been very well serviced pretty much throughout its life. The service book is full and more. I'm still waiting on some parts for this engine, a turbo, a downpipe, a few other bits and bobs I'm waiting for. Bits that I can't seem to find at the moment are a header tank, Brembo calipers. That's about it really. I think I've pretty much 95% got everything to put it back together. And this did run really well. It was on its original turbo, which I've sold. And I found my coil packs, they're in. It's had 2 cam belts in its life, so we should really put another one on it. Let's have a look at that now. I believe I didn't press record, obviously. So here is the cam belt on it. It looks in reasonable condition, to be fair. I can't see any writing on it anywhere, so we will change it. And look at that tensioner. I'll go through the paperwork and see when this is done. I know it's a time thing, but it hasn't done anything, has it, really, since the beginning of dawn. I feel like I want to just turn it a bit, but I will do that when I've pulled the plugs out, so it'll turn over more freely, and then we can have a look at the underneath of it, because it has no sump on at the minute. It had good oil pressure, as far as I remember. Coolant hose of death. Look at that, it's literally rubbing on that. Probably not supposed to be like that. And that cam phase sensor wiring, and a knock sensor there. There's also another knock sensor here that I've undone because there was a bit of strain on it, because the starter motor is still dangling. So what we need is for the other Steve to be taking this loom off Phoenix, and so that's out of the way, because we don't need it, because this one is in better shape anyway. So let's go see how he's getting on with that.
How long have you got before you have to go home tonight?
Can't believe it. Cheek of some people. Slack! Slack! Secured the engine bay for transit. Just cable tied everything up out of the way so nothing drags on the road. I've had to lift up the car so I can open the doors because these are really annoying and they only just clear when it's quite high, so I have to drop it down, move it back. A pile of stuff that was living in the engine bay, she can go in the car for the trip. She's made it into the workshop, which is an absolute tip at the minute. I was quite close to the Maria, wasn't I? Pushing it in. It's tight, you see. It's very tight to get in because there's not much room outside. And when it doesn't drive, it's a pain. But at least now we can work on it undercover. It doesn't rain. Because I think I was letting some water in. So there she is. Right then. Should we take this? I want to angle it a bit, but it's really top heavy. I don't know if you can see that any better. I'll lift you up. We'll do it together. We'll have a look. Right. Forget that. We'll cut that out. So there are our little coil packs. The further on you get, the more the wider on the way. Hi! What are you doing? What are you doing? I haven't got no sweets for you. I got no treats. I got no treats. Yeah, don't. Okay then. Okay, we're looking, are we? We're having a look. We're looking at the engine. Yeah, you've pulling my tissue out the inlet. Okay, good girl. Yes, I've got no sweets. I don't have anything. You can sit and look at me all you want. I've got no sweets. No, I've got nothing. Go and play. This. Good girl. Girl. Yeah. I found these in a bucket in my shed. Amazing. Obviously I haven't got plug socket. Okay, don't stop touching me. Don't touch me. Never touch me. Even if we're buying hammocks. Oh, that's slack. Loose. Loose. Slack. Maybe I've had these out. Slack. I need a tray. Better, mind you. Probably hit that, to be fair. Might not work. Let's go for a roll. Rolly, roly, poly. Right, let's have a look. So there we have our engine. 185,000 miles. And look how clean that is. That is clean. I don't want to stand on any plugs because they're quite old and brittle. It's not really chucking anything else out, so that's good. Now I can pull my plugs out. It's very clean in there. And it looks nice and clean in here too, so my bin bag idea worked. Since we're approaching about the 12-minute mark, I don't want to be any more than 15 minutes because that's too long. So we'll continue this next week. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, if you want to see some more, it would be great. Please give it a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell thing so that it notifies you when I put another video out. That would be super sweet. Awesome.